This video will present solutions to the VCE 2019 Mathematical Methods Written Examination 2, Section A, Questions 1 to 5. Question 1. The period of this trigonometric function can be found by calculating 2 pi divided by 2/5, which is equal to 5 pi. The range of sine AX is from -1 to 1. So the range of this function can be found by multiplying these bounds by 3 and then subtracting 2, making the range from -5 to 1 inclusive. Question 2. The values of k for which this quadratic equation has two real solutions can be found by considering when its discriminant 4 plus 4k is greater than 0. This will be so when k is greater than -1, and so the answer is B. An alternative approach to this question that does not focus on the discriminant is to think about the solutions to this equation as they're provided by our ClassPad. These solutions can be found by entering this equation into the ClassPad's main app and applying the solve command from the interactive menu. The ClassPad provides us with two solutions, but these will only be real and distinct if the radicand, the expression being square rooted, is positive, which is the case when k is greater than -1. Question 3. The average rate of change of a function is something that features commonly on the Paper 2 examinations of this course. It can be calculated on a ClassPad with a user-defined function if one has been previously defined. A user-defined function called AROC has been defined on this ClassPad. To use this function, we need to first define f of x. To call up the function AROC, we need to use the down arrow on the keyboard to see the catalogue options. Selecting user from the drop-down menu, we can see our user-defined functions. To use the function AROC, press input and enter the two x values. Our ClassPad returns a value for the average rate of change, which is independent of A, unlike the answers we are presented with in the examination. This is because when I defined AROC, I used A as the first x coordinate, which means in this case, where A is used in the function, it has been assigned the value A equals 6. To rectify this, I can change the parameter in f of x so that it is k or capital A or anything other than lowercase a. Doing this, I can see that the answer is E. The answer to this question can also be found by directly evaluating f of 8, take f of 6 over 2. This is equal to a over 4, take a over 2, all over 2, which is equal to negative a over 4 divided by 2, which is negative a over 8. Question 4. This definite integral can be evaluated on our ClassPad. The output is not in a form that corresponds to any of the answers given. Applying the simplify command provides us with an answer written as a single fraction. By focusing on the a and b terms of the answer, we can rewrite this as 2 take root 3 by a plus b all over 2, which corresponds to answer C. An approach to this question without the use of a cas is also possible, using the exact values of sine and cosine of pi on 6. Question 5. Given f dash x and using a little simple integration, we know that f of x is equal to x cubed minus x squared plus c. Given that f of 4 is 0, we know that 4 cubed minus 4 squared plus c is equal to 0, which means that c is 16 take 64, which is minus 48. This means our answer is C. In this question, the integration was relatively easy. If it were harder, we could use the ClassPad to integrate, or use the ClassPad's dsolve command to solve this differential equation. Dsolve is found under Equation. The equation required is y dashed equals 3x squared minus 2x. The dash is found on keyboard 3. X and y are the independent and dependent variables. We need to include the condition that when x equals 4, y equals 0. With this input entered, the ClassPad will solve this differential equation for y.